this evening I'm going to be doing a guided meditation for burning off negative energy that you might have, that you want to release. Last week I did a guided meditation as part of a moon ritual. It was for the full moon, and it was for releasing anything that you don't want in your life or anything that isn't serving your highest good. And when you have a full moon, that's the perfect time to do that ritual. And so we did a whole thing about writing down all the things that you want to release, and burning it, and also choosing crystals to help you with that release. And then we also did a guided meditation to help you identify what it is that you want to release. But also what I think is really important to note is that you don't always know what's... Hang on, I'm just going to turn the music down a little bit in the background, 1 second. Sorry about that. You don't always, I find that I don't always know what is best to release. So, so I will sometimes ask for my highest good to just be taken care of. Like I was saying last week, that the things that make me happiest, like happy the most now, are things that I never would have dreamt to ask for. So sometimes I think it is really useful to just ask for guidance, or just trust that whatever isn't serving its highest purpose for you now will just go with the release. So following on from last week, I thought I would do a guided meditation about it's a bit funny, for some reason it just came to me a week ago to do a meditation about burning off negative energy. So I thought that would be a nice thing to do. So, and I'm thinking about doing guided meditations every week and having a different topic. So let's get started. So basically what we're going to do is have start at the crown, and then we're going to work all the way down to the root chakra, and then at the end I'll talk you through it, and that will just get us into a deep relaxation, and it will also help to balance the chakras. And then any toxins that we want to get rid of, or any negative emotion, or any negative thoughts, or relationships, or anything, hang-ups we've got, trauma, if you believe in past lives, any past life, stuff that you want to get rid of, just ask for it to be released when we do the exercise, the burning exercise. Now, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, that's it. Just if you are watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you get notified if you enjoy this. If this is the kind of thing that you like to do, I will be doing more of these. This is just my second one, so please bear with me if I'm a little rusty, because I'm still getting used to doing lives, and this is all done on Instagram Live, but then I will post it out to Facebook and YouTube afterwards. So yeah, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe and bell, and if you're on Facebook, I think there's another button that you can press. Anyway, I'm doing this on Instagram at Lisa Singer. So I'm going to get started now, okay? So we're going to start with the crown and work our way down. So first of all, just take some deep breaths to get you into the zone. So go in for 4 and out for 6. And again, in for 4 and out for 6. And again, in for 4 and out for 6. Now try and make it a little bit longer and try going in for 4 and then out for 8. Okay, so in for 4, out for 8. Again, in for 4, out for 8. Again, and when you're doing this, you can imagine white light as you go in, and then you can imagine that you're breathing out anything that you don't want in your body on the out breath. And again, in for 4, and then out for 8. One more time, and out. Beautiful. And now just let your breath resume to its normal pattern. But by now it will have slowed down a bit because it's been through that relaxation process. And just keep that relaxation going through your body. Now we're going to start with the crown. So for those of you that don't know the chakras, this is your crown chakra on the top of your head, and this is your spiritual link, so it connects us to source, whatever you believe that to be, whether it's your God, Allah, or universe, love, whatever you want to call it, that's your connection to it right here. There's actually more than 7 chakras, but we'll just start with the 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to visualize a golden white light reaching our crown chakra, and you can just tap the top of your head gently with pitter-patter fingertips just to activate it. Not too much, because if you're sensitive that might aggravate you a bit, so just do it a little bit just so that you're aware of it, and then breathe in the white light. White sparkling golden light flooding in through your crown chakra, filling your body with a pulsing white light. It's clear and beautiful, bright with golden speckles. I like to imagine it, you know, when you see the sun hitting the surface of the sea and it sparkles really bright and you get all these little twinkles and a really like glaring bright light, white light. That's what I like to imagine when I think of the crown chakra. Just feel that white light filling your body, going all around your body, washing your body, all through the crevices, through your arms, through your shoulders, down through your chest, through your heart, into your tummy, into your pelvis, all down your legs and into your feet. And now we're going to move on to the 6th chakra. This is your 3rd eye, where your intuition will come through. Again, I'm very sensitive in this area, so I prefer not to tap. If anything, I prefer to stroke from the top of my nose, the bridge of my nose, up through the brows and up over the forehead. Just stroke that gently to activate it. And this is a violet colour, purple. So if you picture a purple pulsing light in this area as you breathe, and just imagine this projecting out nice and strong. And I also like to imagine an eye, actually, an actual eye blinking and opening and activating that way. Imagine that when you close your eyes, you can still see perfectly well through this third eye. It's like an extra perspective, so that when things in the physical don't make sense, your third eye has another perspective, and that extra perspective is really helpful to give you balance. So just breathe in that purple light and just register any changes in your body or in your thoughts as you see these different colours come through. I'm feeling a mixture of peacefulness but also excitement at the same time. They're almost like a contradiction, aren't they? But that's how I feel with the third eye. Okay, now we'll go to the throat chakra, and this is turquoise. So just visualize turquoise, and again you can, I'm a lover of the sea, so I tend to relate things back to the sea quite a lot. But that beautiful azure, like aquamarine turquoise, I love to picture that for my throat chakra. A lot of people have blockages in their throat chakra because obviously it's the chakra of communication, and we can be worried about how other people are going to feel when we speak our truth. Or maybe in our childhood we were suppressed and not allowed to be ourselves, or certain emotions were not acceptable in the household. And sometimes in relationships we're afraid to be honest with our partners in case we're rejected. So sometimes there can be quite a few blockages in this area. So turquoise is a brilliant colour to imagine in your throat. And also, if you're thinking about wearing jewellery, you can wear turquoise jewellery. Blue lace, agate is a great crystal for this, and also obviously a turquoise crystal is great for the throat chakra. So we're just going to breathe in that lovely blue light and just imagine it going pop, 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 and opening every vessel in your throat chakra, just opening it up. Imagine that feeling of when you're sucking a lozenge or a tune when you've got a cold, and that feeling of your airways opening, like that peppermint blue, opening up that throat chakra, allowing you to speak your truth with confidence, with clarity, with peacefulness, with calm, never with anger. Just allowing you to open up and reveal what's inside, speaking that truth of yours. Even when it's difficult, even when it's hard, still being able to find your voice. So you might want to also practice that feeling when you're breathing, because it just helps you open up. You might even want to breathe out in that way, breathing in with an open mouth, breathing in turquoise, and breathing out any toxins that you want to get out from your body, anything that you're holding on your chest, because often if your throat chakra is blocked, a lot of the time it's stuck on your chest. You're not able to, that's why they say that expression, get it off your chest. It gets stuck here, so let it come out. And in yoga, one of my favourite poses is at the end when you do the, I can't remember what the name of the pose is, but you do the lion's breath at the end and you go and you stick your tongue out as far as you can. Sorry, I should have warned you I was going to do that. And breathe out, and it just really helps to release the throat chakra. And it's quite funny. And it's fun to do with children too. Okay, now moving into the chest, into your heart chakra. And this is where you'll visualize green. Beautiful green. And I like to think of fresh green grass, or I like to imagine wheat grass actually, because wheat grass is such a vivid, beautiful green. I love wheatgrass shots, and yeah, so I like to picture that colour green, but you can have any shade of green you like. And I'm actually just stroking my heart chakra right now in a, what is it, a clockwise direction, but just do what feels right for you. You might want to just have your hand on your heart, just to focus this area, and breathe in the green. And breathe out any toxins. I don't know about you, but that's feeling really good for me. Breathing in the green. Breathe out the toxins. Breathing in the green. And breathing out the toxins. Breathing in the green, breathing out the toxins, breathing in the green, and breathing out the toxins. You might also want to visualize a beautiful, like, vibrant baby pink on this area. That's also the colour of love. And it's especially for self-love, and it resonates with the Rose Quartz. So you could picture that too for your heart chakra, giving yourself a bit of self-love, unconditional love. That's the colour of this pink, unconditional love. So you can imagine green and pink coming through to this area. Because it's really important that we love ourselves unconditionally just as much as it's important that we love others that way. And often we can find ourselves giving others the love that we deserve to give ourselves, and yet with ourselves we can be critical and harsh and like bullies. So it's really important to work on that self-love. We all deserve love, every single one of us. And every single part of us deserves love as well. Even the bits we don't like. Gotta love it anyway. Easier said than done. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the tummy. And this is the colour of yellow. So you can visualise any colour you like. Being a Leo, I like to picture the sun. That's a really, like, you know, vibrant. I think the reason why I like to visualise the sun as well is because for me it's a moving colour. It's not a solid, stale colour. It's moving, isn't it? It's the colour of fire. It's the colour of, and it's transmutation of energy. It's also about rays, it's penetrative, it's going somewhere, I think that's why I like to, and it's hot, it's heat, it's warmth. So that's why I like to think of the sun's rays on my tummy when I think of this chakra. Just breathe in that vibrant yellow. Oh, I'm going really lightheaded with this one, so I'm just going to ground myself a bit. If this is happening to you at any point in this exercise, you can easily ground yourself by just picturing roots coming out of your feet and going deep into the ground and searching further deep. Think of them like tree roots, going even deeper into the earth, into clay, into rock, and then going past the rock, past the lava and molten, everything in the centre of the earth, and then finally finding the very centre core of the earth that is solid, 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 and that's the magnetic part, and just anchor into that, and just picture yourself like a tree with roots going deep down into the earth, and that anchors you to the earth, and that helps to ground your energy. And yeah, my dizziness is gone now. So just, maybe I was getting a bit excited with that sun energy, and maybe I need to calm it down a bit. And maybe I might take it to a pastel yellow if that other yellow that I was picturing was too intense. And you can do the same if you're feeling, you know, that you need to be more gentle with a chakra, then you can just tone down the colour, make it more of a pastel shade rather than a jewel colour, and that can calm you down a bit. So just breathe in that colour into your tummy. So the stomach is where our emotions are. That's why we tend to feel sick if we're anxious. That's why your tummy flips over if you're scared, or if you're nervous you get butterflies. This is our emotional centre, and it's what will tell us if something is awry. It's often letting us know how we're feeling about things. You'll feel it in your tummy. It's not always an accurate assessment of what's going on, but it's an indicator of how it's making you feel, how you are reacting to that situation. It's an important thing to remember, that just because you're feeling one way doesn't mean that's the reality. You know, you could be feeling threatened when a situation isn't threatening. But if your body's feeling threatened, there's a reason for that. Either you're being triggered, or it's, you know, it's reminding you of a situation that is fearful, or maybe one of your scenarios. It is threatening, you know, but maybe it's not how that other person is intending you to feel, but it's a really good indicator of how it's being received. So just breathe in that yellow and breathe out the toxins. Breathe in the yellow and breathe out the toxins. Okay, now we're ready to move on to the sacral chakra. And your sacral chakra is your, apart from just your sexual centre, it's your creativity. And yeah, quite a lot of people have blockages in this area just because they might not be expressing their creativity as much as they could or should. And it can also be that, you know, being British as well, we can have suppressed sexual chakras as well. So let's just visualise the colour here. Oh, what is it? I'm trying to remember now. Orange, thank you. It's I like to imagine a vibrant tangerine orange for this chakra. So breathe in that beautiful tangerine orange and breathe out the toxins. breathe in the tangerine and feel it opening up your sacral chakra, injecting you with an excitement for life, an excitement for expressing yourself creatively, and expressing yourself sexually as well, if that's what you want. Just visualize that. Breathing in the tangerine orange, breathing out the toxins. Some people feel embarrassment in this area, some people feel shame. That's all conditioned. Just let it go. It's a beautiful thing. Breathe it in, breathe it out. And when it's repressed, it's not good, because having a repressed sexual chakra it's not good for you. It's not good to have any of them repressed. So just breathe it in, that tangerine, and breathe it out, the toxins. Okay, and then finally we're going to do the root chakra. So the root chakra is red. So I like to picture the red colour of like lava, like in the depths of a mountain, like a volcano. What would you see? It would be this rich, thick, curdling red. That's what I like to imagine, but you can imagine whatever you like. But let's just visualize red for the root chakra. And again, like I explained earlier, the root chakra is really important for making us feel grounded, for making us feel safe, for making us feel secure and belonging to the earth, because sometimes we can feel disconnected from the earth, like we don't belong here, especially if you are very attuned with your crown chakra. It's very easy to be not grounded. So getting that grounded root chakra in place is really important for everybody, but especially for sensitives, for people who are sensitive. So we're just going to breathe in that red, that rich, lovely red. It's a lovely Christmas colour too, isn't it? It's nice for this time of year. And breathe out the toxins. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And like I did earlier, it's a really good exercise to imagine roots of a tree coming out of your feet, going down, 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 deep into the ground, past all the earth and all the clay and all the different layers of rock, deep, 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 deep down, past all the lava and molten anything that you can find on your way down, going all the way down into the magnetic core of the earth and latching into there. And that helps you stay really grounded with the earth. And that means that actually this is something that I feel now that I understand about grounding and I do it regularly. If I'm having a good cry, I can feel the energy coming out of my feet. It pulses, and that's brilliant because that's just being sent back into Mother Earth to be processed, and it's leaving my body. And it's a really good thing to do if you are feeling emotional and it's difficult for you to process, you've got overwhelm. A great thing to do is to go for a walk, and as you're walking, or if you can't walk, just sit quietly and breathe deeply and imagine those roots coming out of your feet, going deep into the earth. If you're in a building, you can imagine them going through the building, through the floor, through the foundations, into the earth, and you'll feel the difference. It really helps to just release it out of your body. And you can send it with love as well. You can just ask for the earth to receive the energy and process it in the way that it knows how, in the cycle of nature. So I'm hoping that you're all feeling the effects of that beautiful energy coming into your body, helping to balance your chakras, processing whatever's coming up for you and letting it out. So now what we're going to do is, because we've been breathing out all those toxins, hopefully they're just hovering around on the outside of our auras. And what we're going to do now is we're going to burn it off. So some people are really mystical and visual and love to imagine something like a dragon. Or some of you might want to imagine, you know, helmet on, blowtorch. Whatever works for you. Take some deep breaths and then just imagine burning off those toxins. And let's do it again from the top to the bottom, from the crown down to your root, burning off those toxins that you've been breathing out, okay? So we're going to start now. Breathing at the top and just burning it off in your crown chakra. Breathe in and then breathe out. Burn it off in your third eye. Breathe in and then breathe out, burning it off in your throat chakra. Breathe in and then breathe out, burn it off in your heart chakra. Breathe in and then breathe out in your solar plexus chakra. Breathe in and then breathe out in your sacral chakra. Breathe in, breathe out in your root chakra. And then just feel that. I feel like I'm fizzing. It's a really nice feeling, like everything's just dissipating. See how you feel. And just... So now visualize that white golden light coming in again through your crown chakra and just filling your whole body, your whole aura, and replacing any gaps. Picture golden light, filling any gaps that have been made by burning off that negative energy, and just let it fizz and spark and pop in your aura. I'm imagining... did you have those sweets, popping candy, as a child? And you know when on your tongue it would just go like crackle and pop? That's what I'm imagining, with golden light all around. I'm feeling really uplifted now and quite vibrant and sparky, and actually not that sleepy anymore. I'd love to know how you're feeling. So if you feel like you want to do that exercise again later on in the week, this is a perfect time to do this, because the moon cycle is still going. I can't remember if it's called waxing or waning. I'm imagining it's waning, isn't it? Because it's waning into a new moon. But if you want to do this exercise again, if you feel like, oh, today I'm feeling like heavy and I want to release, then I'm going to pop this onto IGTV and onto YouTube and Facebook. So feel free to watch it back again and do the exercise again, because yeah, I feel like this is a really great time to do it at the moment. So please, in the comments, if you feel like it, just let me know how you're feeling. I'm feeling quite buzzing, actually, quite excited. Yeah, I'm feeling like a little bit high, a bit high on life, a bit happy. I hope you are too, and I hope you found that really helpful. What was I going to say next about that? Yeah, and if you feel like you need to, oh, you're feeling relaxed, excellent. I'm so happy to hear that. And I know that these meditations tend to send lots of people off to sleep. So I'm sorry if everyone's asleep now. But I know it's late, so I'm not going to keep you guys up for long. I'm going to say my goodbyes and thank you for joining me tonight, guys. And see you next week. Okay? Sending love.